Hey team, how's everybody doing? God bless every single one of you. I wanted to make this quick video, basically based on the video that I sent you guys in the team chat for "It's Time to Get Over It" with Les Brown. After listening to the video, I really just wanted to basically state what I got from the video. Very powerful information that, as an entrepreneur, as a father, as a leader, everyone in this chat is a leader, because we're all naturally born leaders. We just have to find what we're and how we're good at leading. We got to know our weaknesses and our strengths. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I got from that video, just to see if you guys got some of the same things. I would love to see what you video as well, because I think that this is something that we need to learn to do as people, is really see what we can learn from different things. If you're doing something right now and you're not learning from it, then it's a waste of your time. So that's something how I look at life right now. If it's not going to educate me, if it's not for my better, then I don't want to deal with it. Whether it's negativity, issues, the news, I don't really watch TV anymore. I'm too focused on trying to educate myself, get myself spiritually right, my mindset right, and obviously trying to get my business to the next level, whether it's in real estate or with financial literacy. So, guys, so obviously the video that I sent was called "It's Time to Get Over It" with Les Brown. And some of the things, key points that I got, I only got quite a few, but I just wanted to touch on them because I think these are very important. So the first one was, when things go wrong, don't go with them. So what does that really mean to me is, like, let's say you have a problem that comes your way. Don't let it sidetrack you. Don't let it knock you on the ground and you stay there. No, you just look at it, just keep avoiding it. Because at the end of the day, the negativity isn't going to prosper you. The way you handle the negativity is the way that is what's going to prosper you, to become a better person in life in general, because you're going to have problems in life, personally, business, spiritually, mentally. There's so many things that can affect you, but you just got to make sure that you don't stay. You find a way around it to be positive. Remember, what the devil, makes for evil, God turns it around and makes it for good. So think about it when it comes to mentality. If you fall, land on your back so you can look up and get up. And I just love that vision right there. Then you're falling backwards, or even, I'm saying you're falling forwards. If you turn your body and you face up, at the end of the day, as long as you're looking up and you know that, this, I'm falling right now, but I got to get back up. That basically help you as an entrepreneur, but also as a person, because it's easy to fall down and stay down. It's harder to fall down and get back up and try again. So that's what I took from that. Powerful. So definitely fall on your back, look up and get up. Why? Because you got to keep it moving. Life is full of, bad moments, things that are gonna hurt you. But that's the point. Is it gonna still hurt you 20 years down the road, or you're gonna learn from it and grow from it? And that's what I got from that. The next thing is, you can't fix a big dream in a small life. So you want to become a millionaire, you wanna earn six figures, you wanna drive that Lambo or those cars that you really love. For me, I want a helicopter. To live that type of lifestyle, what do you have to do to get it? You can't say I want all that and then say I'm not willing to talk to people, or I'm not willing to help people, or I'm not willing to learn, I'm not willing to invest in myself. That's the point. If you don't invest in yourself, then you're never gonna grow. You're always gonna be comfortable. You're gonna stay in the same position you are right now. And you got to know your true value. If you want more in life, then you got to put more out there. You got to help more people. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to stop being shy. You got to do the things that other people are willing to do to get successful. And that's something that you got to learn mentally. You got to prepare yourself. Like, if you're a shy person, you got to tell yourself, I'm not shy. I'm not shy. I can present. I can talk. I can do this. I can do that. Like, you got to really affirm it to yourself that you're not that person that's, gonna remain in a comfortable small life where, you're trading your hours for dollars, and you're from your job, not being around your family and things like that. So remember, if you want to have a big dream, you got to go out there and get it. It's not going to come by you just by affirming it. You got to put in the work as well. And that's the main thing that I love, that saying that you can't fix a big dream with a small life. You know, you can't stay small time and expect big time results. You really got to go out there, put in the work, the blood, sweat, and tears, as we say, in any business and anything in life, just so you can, you know, prosper and get exactly what you want in life. So create what you want. This is important because a lot of people don't know what they want. So you got to sit here and take a couple of minutes and really think, what do I want in life? Make a list of 5 to 10 things and be like, all right, this is what I want in life. You know, for me, I'll tell you a couple. For me, I want to be debt free. I want to own multiple properties. I want my business brand to be a household name. I want to in regards to the financial industry, whether it's real estate, taxes, credit, stocks. Like, I want my company to be a household name when it comes to the financial field. I want my kids to prosper. I want my grandkids eventually, when they come, to be able to prosper for what I'm doing today. I want me and my wife to be able to travel the world and not have to have her work anymore. I want to help my parents, you know, buy their houses and you know, live good, you know. So there's a lot of why in me. And that's really why I'm creating what I'm doing now. And it's because I want that. So I need to put in the work that is necessary to elevate myself and also to make those things a reality. You know, I can affirm it all day. I can say, yeah, I'm a millionaire. But at the end of the day, are you really going to believe it if you're not putting in the work? If you're not putting in the work, you can't really believe it. So you have to put in the work and you have to believe at the same time. You got to have that faith. Be like, I know I can do this. I am this. I am doing this. I'm this. Like, you have to really affirm it because it's really important for you to believe it, but also for you to have faith in it. And remember, when you have faith as small as a seed, God will definitely prosper you. He'll show you he got your back. Another thing, hungry and willing to do what others won't do. So like I said earlier, you know, if you're shy, you know how many people are shy? You got to be that first one to get out of that shyness and be like, I'm going to do this. If you're scared to talk to people, you got to go out there and talk to people. If you're scared to present, you got to go out there and practice presenting. Why? Because this is what's going to take you out of that shell. That's going to bring you and prosper you to that next level. You know, I know many people in my business that, you know, started as shy, scared to talk to people, scared to get in front of the room. And you know, once they practice, once they, you know, really tried it, they got out of that. I mean, it takes time. Well, when you feel better, you're like, I got this, I can do this. And it's just gonna make you feel better. And it just prepares you for the next level. Because remember, you're gonna come across a lot of people. And a lot of people are gonna go off your story. So your testimony is a very powerful thing. So whatever you do, you can help other people do as well. So, you know, if you've been a person that's always been in debt, you grew up in the hood, you grew up being raised on welfare or Section 8, like, and you become a millionaire, that's something that you can impact so many people who are in that same struggle right now and give them hope. And that's what we're here for. We're here to give people hope. And I just think that is so big that if you're hungry, you really want something, you got to go out there and get it. You know, you got to be okay with hearing the no's, or no, this isn't for you, or it's okay. People are going to think you're crazy. It's all good. Successful people are crazy. Why? Because we're willing to do what the common person isn't willing to do. So remember that, you guys. The next one is, don't let your negative circumstances determine who you are. So in life, you know, growing up, I've been through many different negative circumstances as a child, as an adult, even with my own. It's hard as a father who's always been involved. You know, it's just hard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't let nothing negative stop me from my goal. My ultimate goal is to be, you know, wealthy enough that I can take care of my family, take care of basically my grandchildren, and take care of my community, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're here to prosper, but we're here to help other people. I can't consider myself to be wealthy if I'm not helping other people. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're super wealthy, you should take care of yourself, your family, of course, but you should also help your community, help the people that really need it. Because there's a lot of rich people out there that don't help nobody, and they get to enjoy their money, and that's okay. But they're not really prospering. They're not really learning anything. They're not really going to be, you know, God is not using them. Why? Because they're not doing the right thing. So for you, no matter what, whether you're a millionaire or just a person that makes 20, 30, $40,000 a year, At the end of the day, as long as you're a giver and you're all about helping people, you're going to prosper. And that's what you need to understand. It doesn't matter how much you make. It's all about what you're willing to do with what you make, with what you get. Faithfully, when I make good money, I tie my 10% to the church. And I also help other people in my family and, even friends. But, it doesn't matter. Even when I didn't have the money, I would still do the same thing. I would still give 10% of nothing that I didn't have. And that's just who I am, because I have faith that God is going to take care of me. He's my provider, and that he's always going to make something happen for me. You just have to believe that. So one question to you guys is, what is your goal? What do you want to accomplish this week, this month, this year? Think about that. This decade, within the next 5 years, what do you want to be? And also, what's your vision? So for the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, what is your vision for you and your family? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be driving? Where do you want to live at? How much money you want to have in your account? Those are the type of things that you really want to start thinking about. And those are good questions, because even for me, I sit here and think, and I'm like, man, I want to do this and I want to do that. But it's all about the vision. And, I have 2 vision boards right above me right now. And, I look at them every day and I'm like, man, I need to make this happen. Because I do believe. I believe that I can make this happen. I believe that everyone in my business can make this happen. And it's all about just putting in the work and the effort to make it happen. So this line I'm about to tell you right now is very powerful. It says, once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. So if you're that negative person, you're acting very ratchet, swearing, a lot of sexual explicit things, talking about drugs and all this stuff, then, that's what people are going to perceive you as. They're not going to respect you in the sense of, who you really are, if you're a good person and things like that, because they're only going to see the negative. Remember, people are easy to remember the negative more than the positive. So definitely watch what you say. And also it goes back to spiritual life. Whatever you speak out, goes out to the world. So, if you're wishing death upon people, if you're being jealous or hating on someone else, remember, that's the type of life that you're going to be living as well. Because, you reap what you sow. So if you want to say something good, empower other people. That's what you should really be thinking about. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a business person, you want to be out there speaking the truth. You want to be out there empowering other people, whether it's men, women, fathers, mothers, single women, stay-at-home moms, business professionals. You have to empower the people. That's why we are here for. Not only to give and help, but also to empower. Because there's a lot of weak-minded people, because that's the way they were brought up, and they need to get out of that. See, for me, I didn't let that overpower me, because I knew that I was worth more than what I thought. I always grew up wanting to be the average person. And once I had my son, I was like, I need to be able to provide them with more. I need to make sure my kids know that they are not average. They're not just going to be, they're not going to be here to go to school, go get a job, and then die. Like, no, my kids need to know that, 1, their father loves them, 2, that they're here for a reason, and they're born with a purpose and for a purpose. And we all are. So I want my kids to learn that. And it's just, that's what you have to do. So whatever you say really impacts the type of lifestyle and who you are. So remember that, if you're that negative person, take that out of your mind. Try to be positive, do more affirmations, read the Bible. But also it leads to the next thing I'm about to say, which is OQP. And what does that mean? That means only quality people. Remember, I'm pretty sure a lot of people hear this is, if you hang out with, you're going to be the 6th one. Why? Because you are who you're with. You are who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself, by default, you're going to become a millionaire, because you're talking to the right people. You're going to end up installing that great habits that they have, the knowledge, the language, everything that they do. You're going to actually inherit that because you're around it 24/7. So remember, who you surround yourself with will dictate who you become in the future, and where you will be in the future. So if you've been with the same friends for 5 years and you still ain't nothing, end of the day, you're going to remain, you're going to have to be content with where you are. If you want to change that, you have to change the people you're with. You have to change your mindset. You have to change what you're watching, what you're doing on a daily. And remember, if you have kids, your kids are always watching. So if you're not doing the right things, then what are you really teaching your children? And I know for me as a father, I cannot fail my children. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure they see that I'm a great role model, that I'm a helper, I'm a giver, but also I'm a faithful man of God. And without my faith in God, I don't think that I'll be where I am today. So, those are the type of things that I want to show my kids, but you got to hang out with the right people. Try to find those people that are influential, the ones that are going places, the ones who are doing big things, because you want that around you because it'll rub off on you automatically. The next thing is for anybody who's an entrepreneur or has that business mindset, provide more service than what you get paid for. You know, that's really important because at the end of the day, you got to think about, I'm a realtor. I also help with financial literacy. I've done taxes before. So for me, you having a, I'll be able to educate you on a lot of different things. And I always tell people this all the time. I give knowledge and advice for free. Why? Because it doesn't cost anything. If you're the type of person that's going to listen and do it, then it's going to help you out drastically and it's going to change your life. But at the end of the day, if you're just doing stuff for the money, then it's not really for you because you're gonna fail. Because there's gonna be point in times where people tell you no, and you're gonna be like, oh, you know what, I'm not making no money. This isn't for me. But it's not about the money. You have to learn to grow. You have to learn to become that entrepreneur. You gotta have that right mindset. You gotta learn that to understand other people. Like that's the main thing. If you're in business, you have to understand people. You have to understand what they like, what they don't like. How serious are they in wanting to change their life? So there's a lot of things that come with it, but you got to provide more than what you're getting paid for. So for me, whether you buy a house or sell a house with me, or you get your credit fixed with me or not, doesn't matter. I'm still here to give you advice on anything that I know. Why? Because I like to be the man of knowledge. Like that's just me. I like to help other people, and naturally, when you help other people are more prone to come to you. Um, more people, and it just builds your business but also builds you, and it shows who you really are as a character, as a person. And me, I'm genuine. I love to help people. I love being real with people because I know that's what I would want. I would want people to be real with me who really want to see me prosper, and that's what I do. Anybody that I've helped buy a house or fix their or help them with their credit, like at the end of the day is because I really want this. They took it serious and they believed in me just like I believe in them. And it's all about creating relationships. The thing that I brought up is building relationships with people because you want to build relationships with people because you never know. You might build a relationship with somebody who might blow up, help girls, take your business to the next level. They might present you to that one person that can change your life. So you want to keep building relationships with everybody. So watch how you treat people. Be humble, be respectful. Don't be talking trash behind other people's backs. That's not what you need to be doing. You got to learn to prosper and help other people. The impact drives income. So the impact that you make in your business and your life, that's what's gonna dictate where finances are gonna go. Like for me, I do whatever it takes to make sure that my clients are happy. Um, that I'm a good person. Like whether they're mad at me or not, like regardless, I'm still there for those people because remember. I always take it back to the Bible. Look at what happened to Jesus, and when Jesus was on that cross, he asked for forgiveness for those people that were doing wrong to him, and that's what you have to learn. You have to learn to forgive, and you have to remember people will be people. Just have to be that better person. That's why your mindset is very important as an entrepreneur, and just as a person in general. So remember that your impact drives your income. Um, And then another thing is two more things actually is basically that I expect to reach my goal. So if you set a goal for yourself, you got to tell yourself that I expect myself to reach that goal. Why? Because you need to hold yourself accountable. Not only you need an accountability partner, but you need to hold yourself accountable because remember your success is only brought on by you. You have to go out there and work. You have to go out there and find the people. You have to go out promote yourself as a business owner and things like that. So you have to put in the work in the marketing and all that. Um, so like you got to go out there and try. If you're not giving it 100%, you can't say, "Oh, I didn't complete my goal." No, you failed yourself. You're failing your kids. You're failing your why. So at the end of the day, like you have to expect to finish your goal. And I can honestly say there's been times where I set a goal for myself and I wouldn't take it serious. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I have to take it serious. Because if I don't take it serious now, then when? When it's gonna be too late? Like you need to, the time is now. If you really want to do something with this business or any business, you wanna take your life to the next level, you wanna help your family, you wanna help yourself and your children, give them a better life, then you have to take yourself serious and you have to take your business serious, whatever it is. Because that's what's gonna help you go to the next level. And people are really gonna see who you are as a person. That's why I love me being a realtor and also doing this financial literacy business. Like people see who I am. They see that I'm genuine, I'm honest. And once they get me on the phone, like they see my true personality, and it's what you're seeing right now. Very honest, very blunt. Like, I speak it as it is. No sugarcoating, because I genuinely love people and I want them to know that I care about them, even if I don't know. I still care about them because I'm the type of person that loves everybody. And I just want to help everybody accomplish their goals and make sure that they're doing the right things for themselves. The last thing is you have greatness in you. So remember, as I said in the beginning, everybody's a natural born leader. And you have to learn that you have to expect challenges to. So what makes you a great leader and a great person is how you overcome these challenges. You can't let a challenge knock you on your butt and then keep you there. You have to learn to get up and keep it moving. Like that train, that train doesn't stop. You got thousands of pounds of metal supporting that train, and it's moving and it's moving, and you could see it working, and that's just the way you should be inside. You have to learn that you have greatness inside. You have to find it. It's going to take some time. It's going to take growing your mind. You have to find yourself. You have to know what your weaknesses and your strengths are. You have to understand people, because in order for you to be successful in any business, you need to deal with people. So you want to make sure that works out for you. The way you present yourself, the way you talk to people, the way you act in public and on social media plays a major role on who's going to follow you, who's going to work with you. So it's really important to remember that you have greatness in you. Act like it. Just because of the situation right now that you're in, let's say it's a negative one, doesn't mean that you're not great. You're great. You have to find it. You have to dig down deep inside to really find it and find what's going to motivate you and push you to make it through these. Don't avoid the mountain. Go through it, and you can. You just have to keep going, keep pushing, and go harder, and don't give up, and look for the right support. Don't be scared to ask for help. Sometimes I know as a man myself, sometimes it's hard to ask for help. But if you don't ask for help, then you're just gonna fail, because you're not asking. You're not looking for other people who have been in your shoes and have passed that level or made it to the next level. Those are the people you want to communicate with on a daily, talk to them, ask for advice. Like, you have to learn to grow. It's not an easy journey. Being an entrepreneur is not an easy thing. It seems like it's easy, but it's a lot of work, blood, sweat, and tears. And that's what happens when you're an owner. Remember, some of you are working for jobs, and you have a CEO who right now, while you're working 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, they're out there golfing, they're at the beach, they own a lot of properties and driving the car that you want, living in the house that you want, living the life that you want. So think about it, you guys. You are great. Go out there, make something happen, make an impact, change lives. Find what's your worth, what's your true value. You're not worth $20 an hour. You're not worth $50 an hour, $100. You're worth more than that. But you have to believe in, you have to see it. It's going to take some time, but as long as you're willing to commit and do the right things, your life can really change. So that was pretty much what I got out of this video. That's called "It's Time to Get Over It" by Les Brown. Definitely take the time to listen to it. Very impactful video. I know I gave you a lot of good pointers here, but I really want you to listen to it, because hear his story. You have to hear what he went through, and it's not an easy thing. I never do anything for myself. I do it for my family. I do it for my wife. I do it for generations to come, because when you're in debt, when you're broke, like, it breaks you, and you're gonna feel like the world is on you, and it's over for you, and you're stuck. And that's why you need these type of motivational videos every morning, so it can take you out of that zone, and you need that. And I wouldn't sit here 2 years deep in my financial literacy business, or 6 years deep in my real estate business. Without those videos, I don't know where I would be. I've learned so much and I became a better person. And it's just, I want to help you guys become great as well. And this is the way it starts, is in the morning. Once you wake up, you might wake in that bad attitude, bad mood. Listen, you can listen to, prayer sessions. You can listen to motivational speaking. You can read. There's so many things out there that can help you. You need to have your mind right every morning. And that's just where it starts. It starts in the morning. Or as soon as you wake up. Some people work third shift. But just remember, you guys, I love every single one of you. God bless every single one of you. Continue doing your thing. Reach out to me if you need any help, whether it's real estate, whether it's financial literacy, whether it's being an entrepreneur, stocks, taxes. Listen, I'm here to give all the advice that I need to give to you. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I love you. I support every single one of you, even if I don't know you. And remember, God is here for you as well. Make sure you pray. Make sure you give thanks every day. All right. So, all right, you guys have a great one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from this video and, make an impact out there.